Hey guys, Jim Halterman with TV Insider. We're here with the cast of Picard.
Yay!
Your trailer just dropped. People are freaking out. You already had your panel, correct?
Yes.
So what was it like to be in that room and hearing the reaction as they saw this trailer? Anybody that wants to talk to it?
It was beautiful, amazing. We felt all the love. Thank you guys so much for this guy and this guy. It's a beautiful trailer. This project is amazing. It's full of humanity, full of imperfect people, and I'm really excited for everybody to see what we've been working on.
Okay. Patrick, what can we expect to see from Picard? A lot of time has passed. Is he the same Picard we remember, or has things changed with him?
Well, what's interesting about this, at least for me, is that 20 years have passed for me as well as for Jean-Luc. And they've been eventful, 20 years. So there's all that stuff to draw on and put into the show.
Okay. Brent, when you got the call that this was happening and you were going to be a part of it, what was your reaction?
I'm not allowed to tell you. I signed an NDA.
All reactions are embargoed.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm excited. Happy. I'm glad to do it.
Yeah.
Glad to be here with my pal and all these new pals and some really good writers. And I could only feel good about that.
Yeah. Of course. What can you say about the world we're going to see? The trailer gives us a lot of really great images and things that look very tense and exciting. Who can talk to what we're actually seeing and what the world is?
Well, I think you could tell from the trailer, it just delves very deep. It's a very psychological show, and it really focuses on the characters and, of course, this man at the helm and, where he's been. And it's just marvelous to be part of something like that. And with this group of actors as well, it's amazing. Everyone's gelling really well together, as you can see, and so it's going well.
Okay. Jonathan, can you talk about stepping back into this role after some time?
It was a really interesting transition for me because when I first played him, I was 24, and I was going through a lot of really personal difficulties, and I put it into the work. And then when Picard was happening, and of course the minute I knew he was in and it was going to be him, I was like, anything, I'll do it. But you remember James Duff from Major Crimes was one of the writers, and so he was able to really write something for me to do in this that is who I am now in a way. So that's kind of incredibly exciting.
Okay. Just like Discovery,
Thanks, balls.
just like Discovery, very powerful women are a part of this world now. I'm seeing some powerful women sitting here. Can you talk about your characters a little bit? Because we see you quite a bit in the trailer, and it looks pretty intense. Can you talk about who you're playing?
Intense. That's a very accurate word. No, I mean, it is really amazing to get to be a part of something that showcases such very well-rounded, fully formed female characters. That's unfortunately hard to find sometimes. And so I think that I probably speak for everyone when I say it. I feel so honored to be able to portray something so complicated and fractured, broken, just like any person you've ever met. So that's really exciting.
I know. Allison, Michelle, can you talk to your characters?
I can just say that everybody on the show is a little bit broken, and so there's real there's real humanity and an expansive view of humanity and its quirks and foibles, and also the depths of sadness and the great happinesses of getting humans together.
Yes, I love my character because it has all those kind of layers. But I have to touch on something that Alex said at the panel. One of the things that I love about this, and you can tell by just looking around, is the diversity, and that we're keeping that alive because we're going to still be around in 20, 30, 40,000. Who knows? We'll still be here. And that's something that really, the original was, broke barriers because of that. It was the first time I saw someone who looked like me on camera and on television, and that the world saw that, and it's important. And I thank this man for bringing this, so that we can continue that, and keeping our diversity and inclusiveness, and giving you some exciting, fun stuff to watch and cheer us on or boo or whatever. But I think it's going to be really universal. People are going to love this.
Okay. I'm hearing there's a lot of broken characters and things. How broken are you in this show? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Well, I specialise in broken characters. No, on a scale of 1 to 10, how broken? Wow, that's a good question. Well, in some sense, 0, because he's getting what he wants and achieving what he wants. In other sense, he's completely broken and needs a good hug. But yeah, I was going to say earlier about what you were saying about what it was like to come out to that hall. I don't know why I'm going back 7 questions, but I just think it's so nice. When you do theatre, you're involved with the audience participation. You see people afterwards, and I think this is a beautiful way of seeing the people who watch what we do, and I really love that. I love coming here and being face to face with people who support what we do.
Patrick, I know you have a very humorous side from projects you've done and just seeing videos you post and things like that. Is there a lot of humor in this show? Will there be humor, or is there not really room for that because it's a very serious world? What would you say?
There's a lot of humor off camera. And I was just saying before we began the interview how good I think this event is for all of us, because we've never been together in this way before. And I think we're enjoying one another more and more. And enjoying each other is part of what we put into the work as well, because it builds up trust and respect and all those good things that you need to do great work.
Yeah. You seem to be maybe the youngest here.
I hear that again.
My point is, you're coming into this world that's been established for a long time. How much were you familiar with it, and how much have you kind of boned up on the?
I mean, I grew up watching The Next Generation and the original series movies. One of my favorite episodes is actually with this man in it right here. I won't go into too much detail because I think if I mention it, some people will speculate as to why it's my favorite, and maybe they'll think it's about this series. But I mean, I've grown up with Star Trek, sci-fi. Mum's a big Trekkie. She calls me up every week, asks me questions. She knows some things, but I haven't given away too much because obviously I'll get into trouble. I'll probably get into trouble for saying that even anyways. Yeah.
She didn't sign an NDA.
No, she didn't, exactly.
Well, I have one last question. When are we seeing the show? When are we seeing it? Do we have a date?
Early 2020.
Okay, early 2020. Okay. All right, we're going to see Picard in early 2020. Thanks so much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.